Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day everyone. We are from group 2 with the members Aldi Febrianto, Aldioni Marchelda, Fatimmessiah Azzuhrah, and Vivi Marselina. In this interactive video, we'll be explaining about parts of speech. Have you ever heard about part of speech before? Part of speech or word class indicates how a word functions in a sentence. There are 8 parts of speech. They are noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, and exclamation. Now we will start to discuss the first part of speech, that is noun. A noun refers to a person, thing, place, or activity. A noun is aimed to name things. There are 4 types of noun. The first type is common noun. This type is what we commonly use. Common noun is used to name person, animals, objects, activity, and places. Here we have some examples of common noun. There are book, lamp, water, and bottle. And to name other things such as parts of your body, we have the example here, hand and eye. And for the name of places, here we have road, house, and school. Then we have a proper noun. A proper noun is used to name a specific thing, places, and person. A common noun is signed with the use of capital letter. Here we have the examples of proper noun. First is Thames River, London Eye, Big Ben, and Everest Mountain. As you can see, we write them all in capital letter. The third type is a compound noun. A compound noun is when we use combined words to name one specific thing. For example, here we have the word breakfast, your activity of eating in the morning. This name of that one eating activity is actually come from 2 words, that is break and fast. For another example, here we have sunrise. The activity of the sun rising, we name it sunrise, and it comes from 2 words, that is sun and rise. And the same thing goes for haircut and train spotting. Lastly, we have collective nouns. A collective noun is used to name collective individuals that could be person, animals, and objects. To name a collective group of a person, we can use the words as in our example. They are a jury, senate, company, audience, team, or a family. To name a collective group of animals, we can use a herd of cows, a flock of sheep. And to name a collective group of things, we can use a fleet of ships or a convoy of trucks and many more. Next, we move on to the second part of speech, that is pronoun. A pronoun is used to replace a noun. So, other than using the same nouns over and over again, you can replace it by a pronoun. This table is mostly pronouns for people. There are only few for things because pronouns are most complicated for people because it is considering its point of views and number. Take a look at the first row. In the first row, we have subject pronouns. In the second row, we have possessive adjective. We use words such as my, your, her, his, or other words according to their numbers and point of view you can see in the table. Then we have possessive pronouns. They are mine, yours, theirs, and so on, as you can see in our table. Lastly is reflective pronouns. It is reflecting noun or a group of nouns. So we use the word myself, yourself, ourselves, their selves, as you can see, and also there are more in the table.
is adjective. Adjectives are words that modify or describe nouns. Adjectives do not modify verbs or adverbs or other adjectives. But adjectives can do more than just modify nouns. They can also act as a complement to linking verbs or a verb to be. A linking verb is a verb like to feel, to sing, or to taste that describe a state of being or a sensory experience. So here are some examples of adjective. First, they live in a beautiful house. The adjective is beautiful and the noun is house. Lisa is wearing a sleeveless shirt today. This soup is not edible. The adjective is edible and the noun is soup. She wore a beautiful dress. He writes some meaningless letters. The adjective is meaningless and the noun is letters. This shop is much nicer. She wore a beautiful dress. Ben is an adorable baby. The adjective is adorable and the noun is baby. Linda's hair is gorgeous. The adjective is gorgeous and the noun is Linda's hair. Fourth is verb. The verb is in a sentence express action or being. There is a main verb and sometimes one or more helping verbs. For example, she can sing. Sing is the main verb and can is the helping verb. A verb must agree with its subject and number. Both are singular or both are plural. Verbs also take different form to express tense. For example, the young girl brought me a very long letter from the teacher, and then she quickly disappeared. Oh my! The verb here is brought and also disappear. Here are some other example of verbs. There is run, dance, slide, jump, think, do, go, and stand.
Let's move to adverb. Adverbs describe verbs, adjectives, and even other adverbs. They specify when, where, how, and why something happened and to what extent or how often. Let's see the example. Softly, lazily, often, only, happily, and etc. So let's see. He quietly asked me to leave the house. So the adverb is quietly. James coughed loudly to attract her attention. So loudly is an adverb. So the next is preposition. A preposition is a word or group of words used before a noun, pronoun, or noun phrase to show direction, time, place, location, special relationship, or to introduce an object. So let's see the example. Up, over, against, by, for, into, close to, out of, part of, at, in, on, of. Those are the example of preposition. Let's see. He sat on the chair. So the preposition is on. There is some milk in the fridge. So in is the preposition. She was hiding under the table. So the preposition is under. The cat jumped off the counter. Off is a preposition.
Hello guys, my name is Aldioni Marchelda and now I want to continue the explanation about part of speech, and now we come to conjunction. What is conjunction? A conjunction is a part of speech that is used to connect words, phrases, clauses, or sentences. So conjunctions are considered to be invariable grammar particle, and they may or may not stand between items they conjoin. So there are many of conjunction that we can use to connect the sentences, phrases, words, and clauses. Here are many kinds of conjunction. The first one is and, as, because, but, for, just as, or, neither, nor, not only, so, whether, yet. So let me see the example of conjunction. Look at the first example of conjunction. I tried to hit the nail. That is the sentence. So we need a conjunction to connect this sentence with hit my thumb instead sentence. So but here is used to connect these two sentences. And look at the second example. I have two goldfish and a cat. I'd like a bike for commuting to work. You can have peach ice cream or a brownie sundae. So conjunction, as we can see from the example, is used to connect word phrases, clauses, or sentences. So we come to the last part of the part of speech, that is interjection. So an interjection is one of the 8 parts of speech. And an interjection is a short word or phrase that show our emotion. It often stands alone, unconnected to a sentence. So let me see the examples of the usage of interjections. Hey, don't be so lazy. Hey here is our emotion to call someone or to just like imperative sentence. Hey, look at the second example. Well, let's think about it. Well, let's think about it. Ouch, that hurts. So ouch here is the emotion of pain. Yeah, when we get a pain, we usually say ouch, that hurts. So ouch here is interjections. And the last example, Lima is the capital of Peru. Yeah, just like that, that is interjection. So interjections are not normally used in formal writing, but they are common in speech, and therefore informal and fiction writing. So where they show emotions such as anger, surprise, and interest, as well as convey hesitation. So that is our explanation about part of speech. So we come to the quiz time. So here in quiz time, so please prepare your book to write the correct answer of the quiz. So later at the end of the quiz, you will see there will be an answer key of the quiz. So please be ready for the quiz. Thank you.
That's all for our group about part of speech. Thank you so much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.